All right, y'all. I kind of like promised you a video about dehydrating, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to take frozen produce that you buy at Walmart and turn them into dehydrated produce. We're going to be having this 2-pound bag of mixed veggies. Just bought it today from Walmart for, I don't know, I guess I gave $2.89 for the bag. And I know some of y'all are going to say, well, why the hell dehydrate it? It's frozen. Well, a lot of stuff I'm going to be taking on my semi with me. And I don't have a freezer. And if I have a big bag like that, then, I'm going to waste some of it. It's going to go bad. Plus, it's going to be taking up a lot of room. Now, I know I can cut it up in little small batches and put them in smaller bags with my food saver, but I decided that we'll just dehydrate it and put it in jars and I can carry it with me. Also, we're going to be doing 1 tray of cut okra. Yes, this was exactly 89 cents at Walmart, and it's a pretty good deal. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and spread them out on these trays and show you how to do all that. Be right back. Okay, as you can see, I have 3 trays. 1 tray with okra and the 2 trays with the mixed veggies. Now, another reason why I'm doing this, and this isn't my shit hit the fan reason or the end of the world, but let's say the power goes out, hurricane hits, snowfall, major ice storm, and we lose electricity and we have no way to keep anything cold. If I dehydrate this, I don't need it to be in a refrigerator. It's good for up to 2 to 3 years sitting in a jar, and it's just so much simpler. I don't have to worry about things like this. Plus, if I want to make bags of food and to go camping, it's already dehydrated. Now later on, I'll be showing you how to do rice, both white and brown, and turn into minute rice. And then I'm going to get into cooking stuff like red beans and rice, jambalaya, chili, and other trail foods that you pack. So let me go ahead and put this on pause, turn the camera around, and then I'll bring you back as I'm loading up the trays for my dehydrator. Now, as a disclaimer, I just recently got this one. I think it's called a Kasori dehydrator. It's a 6-tray dehydrator, and it's electronic. So I'm liking it so far. Next time I go put this on pause after I load everything up and come back, I'm going to show you what I did last night in 11 hours time. Now, it may not seem like a whole lot to some of y'all, but it really is. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the dehydrator. And we're just going to start loading up the trays. Since this is the thickest, I'm going to put it in the center. And there you go. Now, the reason why I'm doing 1 bag and 1 bag only, I've got another bag of mixed vegetables I can do, is because I want to show you how much you get just out of 1 bag and tell you how to use it. So let me go ahead and start the timer and put it on the temperature, and then I'll go get what I did last night and show you what I did. So let's get all that done. So what we're going to do is close it up, hit this button, 135 degrees. I want it down to 125. Okay, hit this button again. 11 hours is what I want. Then start. So in 11 hours, all this is going to be done. Now I'm going to move the camera around so don't y'all get sick on me when I do this. All right. Now then, that's what it looks like. Like I said, 125 degrees for 11 hours. And that's all there is to it. It will auto shut off. I don't have to do anything else with it. So let me put this on pause and I'll come back and I'll show you what I did last night. Okay, what I did last night is I took 4 medium-sized onions, just 4 of them. I cut them up, sliced them up, and I dehydrated them, and I turned them into flakes, onion flakes. Now, that is a pint jar, and I got a half a pint out of 4 onions. And because I dehydrated these, all I gotta do is to make equal 1 cup of onions is put a teaspoon of onion flakes in there. Nice onion flakes. I don't know whether y'all can see that or not. I vacuum sealed it. Wrote on it to the date that I did it. I'm gonna unseal these. All right. I'm gonna take some of these out. This is what you get. And yes, I've washed my hands, so you ain't got to worry about that. This is what you get. Looks just like onion flakes you'd buy at Walmart. If I wanted to refine it down even more, I could turn it into onion powder. Unfortunately, I do not have my food mill working, so I'm waiting for my new one to come in. And when that comes in, I'll show you how to grind it all down. But to get 1 pint of onion flakes, you're looking at about $4.50, $4.75 at the store. I took 4 medium-sized onions that were, I think they were 48 cents a piece at Walmart. Brought them home, skinned them, quartered them, chopped them, put them in a dehydrator, and then just crushed them up a little bit into flakes. You know, I did that all for what, $1.80, $1.90. If you throw in the electricity, I may have actually put in $2 total. So it's up to you. Now this is going to be this is a 2-part video. I will bring you back tomorrow when I take out the dehydrated things, and hopefully y'all can see how that works out. See ya. Okay, well, so this is part 2 of my dehydration video, and if you remember, I did okra, 1 pan of okra, and 2 pans of mixed vegetables. So I'm gonna get them out and show them to you and show you what it looks like. Okay, this is the okra. As you can tell, it's pretty much dried up. It's nice and crisp. There's no moisture to it. You can just crumble it. That's what you're looking for. And the way I do this is that I put it in the jar. I cannot find my funnel, so we're going to use a clean sheet of paper. We're just going to shove that down like so. Make sure all this breaks loose. And yes, I have washed my hands and they are nice and clean. Pick it up. And we're going to drop that into the jar. Pretty freaking simple. Nothing I do is really difficult. I'm a lazy kind of guy who likes to do things the lazy way, and this, quite frankly, is one of the easiest and the laziest things to do. So, I mean, the machine does it all. And 1 bag of okra gave me 1/3 of a pint of dried okra. So let's move on to doing the mixed vegetables. Now I know I'm going to probably have at least this much, maybe even a pint or a quart, I'm not sure. But we're going to first go ahead and use the wide mouth pints. And as you see, everything is dried up. Nice and flaky and dry. You can actually crush this if you want to, make a powder out of it. I don't, I leave it whole. Reconstituting this is real simple. You just add the same amount of water as you do the products. If you're using a half a cup of this, put a half a cup of water in there. It will reconstitute. If you have extra water, it will drain. It'll also be flavorful, so you might want to drink it or use it in the recipe that you have. Now, we're going to put this inside this wide mouth. We're going to see just how much I got. So just one bag gave me about a half of a pint. So gave me about half of a pint. So what I would do with this is that if I was making a soup, I'd take a tablespoon of this, 2 tablespoons of this, throw in my bouillon and my seasonings, and put in my desired meat. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to try something for the first time this weekend. I'm going to be dehydrating ground beef and chicken. I have not done that as of yet, but it's something that I want to do. So let me put this on pause. I'll go ahead and get the second flat of my mixed vegetables in, and I'll show you how to store them. All right, so as you can see, the second batch gave me a full pint. My daughter's directing me saying I'm too high up here, so I got to put it down here. That's her giggling if you heard her in the background. So what I do is I vacuum seal it. I just use a plain wide mouth ring for this one. Put it right here. Now I have a Food Saver vacuum pack sealer. It comes in 2 sizes. I have for the pints, and I have pint wide mouth or quart wide mouth, and the pint or quart regular mouth, which I'll show you on this one. It's real simple. You just take this, shove it down until you can't shove it down, and firmly lock it in place. Now, I have the Food Saver rechargeable hand vacuum. I do have a Food Saver machine that has a tube that runs to it, and you can do the same thing as this. This is just more convenient and handy to get out when I'm doing this. So let me go ahead and show you how to do it. There's a hole right there, and you line that hole up with the hole right here. Okay, so when you do that, you just push it down a little bit and then hit the button, and you will hear the difference that it will make. Do it about 10-15 seconds. Turn it off. Now, how you know this is actually vacuum sealed is this right here. You take, and you hear this popping sound, or his sound, and this comes off. You know it's done. Now you just take this, wedge it off, and the lid is firmly on there. Okay? With this sealed, it can last up to 2 years, 2 to 3 years in this. I have people tell me, though, they have vacuum sealed vegetables, and as long as they were not oily and they were fully dried, it has lasted between 10 to 12 years. The same shelf life as what you would find in your MREs. Also, with meats, when you dehydrate meats, you can actually vacuum seal them. And if you want to put them in the refrigerator, fine. If you want to put them in the freezer, fine. But just on the shelf, vacuum sealing, it has a 2-year life. That's hamburger, that's chicken, that's pork, that's venison, that's whatever you have. It has a 2-year life. Now what I would do is I would vacuum pack it in my Food Saver after dehydrating, and I throw it in the freezer. Then you can take it out, cut it open, take what you want out of it, and then and package it or use it, and then repackage all the rest of it. It's that simple. And what I'm doing is I'm just simply preparing to make vacuum sealed meals. All I have to do is add water when I get on the truck and make them healthy. So Sergio, there you go. I'm trying to make myself healthy, eating less vegetables and more fruits, or eating more vegetables and fruits, and getting rid of the rices and the meats. So let's go ahead and vacuum pack this one. Okay, is it sealed? I would say it's sealed. There you go. Now sometimes this will stick in the ring. This old ring right here will come out, the blue ring. You just push it back in, it doesn't hurt anything. And as you can tell, this one is also vacuum sealed. So there you go. In all of everything I've got, if you count my Nesco roaster oven, you count my Kasori dehydrator, you count my canner, a water bath, I probably have $300 or $400, $500 in equipment, and that's including with the food saver. Jars, I probably got a couple $100, $300 in jars. That's a one-time cost. I can reuse jars, and I can reuse the metal lids up to 3 times if I want to, as long as they're not damaged. But I'm not doing that. I went with the Harvest Guard reusable lids, the rings and the lids themselves. That was an investment of $100 for 100 of each, wide mouth and regular. So it's not expensive to start this up. It is at first, and you can do it little by little. You haven't got to do everything in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day, and you're not going to save a bunch of money in a day. But what this will do is give you the ability to save money over time, let's say a 5-year period, to where you can get your meals down to 50 to 60 to $1 per meal. And that's not per person. That could be a family of 4. That might be a family of 6. And later on in videos, I'm going to show you how to make cream of mixes. That means you can turn it into cream of potato, cream of chicken, cream of beef, cream of celery, cream of mushroom, whatever, potato, whatever you want. It's a way to save money. Also, it's a way to save space, because as a truck driver, I don't have the luxury of having a separate pantry. I have to put things in my cabinet or under my bunk. I have to have this, along with the cooking implements. So if I can package everything down to 8 to 10 ounces, maybe 16 ounces, and have a full meal in that for me or another person, or cut that in half for just me, I'm saving time and I'm saving weight. This means I can put more food on the truck that's more healthier for me. So that's the direction that I'm going to take this channel. So I hope everybody likes it, subscribes. I'm not going to promise you a video every week. I'm not going to promise you a video every month. I'm going to do them as I can, because I do work for a living. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you guys subscribe and give me a thumbs up. See ya.